Prince Harry is at it again, this time taking aim at none other than Donald Trump. But here's the real question. Is Harry's latest attack really about standing up for what's right? Or is he just trying to stir the pot and grab some attention? What if we told you his words might be more personal than political? In today's video, we dive deep into the controversy surrounding Harry's recent speech at the Invictus Games, where he not only takes shots at world leaders, but risks tarnishing the very foundation of the event. It's a bold move. But does he have the moral high ground? Or is he just playing the media game? Stick with us as we break it down. Because this isn't just about Harry. It's about the royal family, public image, and the world of politics colliding in ways we've never seen before. Let's take a moment to really think about this. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, a man born into one of the most prestigious families in the world, now turning his sights on someone as powerful and controversial as Donald Trump. And he does it at the Invictus Games, of all places. But here's the question, why? What was Harry really trying to say when he openly criticized the weak moral character of world leaders with a very clear jab at Trump? Now, let's break this down carefully. Invictus Games is a platform Harry himself created to support wounded veterans, an event that celebrates resilience, bravery, and the human spirit. So, when Harry steps onto that stage, addressing these heroes, is it appropriate for him to use this moment to throw shade at a sitting president? Some would argue that this is exactly what he's done. Instead of sticking to the purpose of the games, he's used it as a soapbox for his personal grievances. But let's pause for a second. Shouldn't we expect better from a member of the royal family? Someone who's been given such an extraordinary platform? Let's take a step back and look at history. If we look at how members of the royal family have handled public speaking in the past, they've always been careful. Careful not to stir controversy. Careful not to wade into the political mess. But here we have Harry, not just getting involved in politics, but actively criticizing a world leader. Was this a misstep? Or is it part of a larger strategy to carve out a new identity for himself and his wife Meghan? Is this what we're seeing here? A family that once symbolized unity, now deliberately causing division? And what about the response from Donald Trump? Trump's comment that Meghan was terrible wasn't exactly kind, was it? But for Harry to retaliate in the way he did, was it truly about principle, or was it more about ego? This man, after all, has been involved in some of the most public scandals, the Nazi costume incident being the most infamous. How can he, of all people, now position himself as a moral authority on world leaders? Doesn't that seem a little hypocritical? Now, let's take a moment to think about what this all means for the Invictus Games itself. We all agree that the Games are a powerful and important event for wounded veterans. But Harry and Meghan have, over time, turned this event into part of their personal brand, using it as a vehicle for their commercial ventures, their image-making, and yes, even their political statements. Is this what the Invictus Games was really intended for? Should Harry and Meghan continue using it to launch personal attacks on others? Or should they focus on the real heroes, the veterans who truly deserve the spotlight? You see, the deeper issue here isn't just about Harry criticizing Trump. It's about the broader pattern we're seeing. A family that once stood for unity and tradition, now pushing the boundaries in ways that seem to sacrifice credibility for attention. Are they willing to sacrifice everything for the sake of their own ambitions? Or is there a way for them to reconcile with the past while still moving forward? So, I ask you, where do you stand in all of this? Is Harry right to use his platform for these kinds of political statements? Or should he be held to a higher standard? Should the Invictus Games remain untouched by politics? Or is it time for a new kind of royal voice in the world? The answer isn't as simple as it seems, and that's what makes this all so intriguing. So, after all this, what's the real takeaway? Prince Harry's actions, his choice to use the Invictus Games stage to criticize world leaders, might seem like a bold stand for some, but to others, it's nothing more than a distraction from the true purpose of the event. Is it really appropriate for someone from the royal family to use their platform this way? And what does it mean for the future of the royal family's public image? Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Harry was right to make these comments? Or do you believe he's overstepping his bounds? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing different perspectives on this. And if you want to stay updated on all things royal, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Join the conversation, and let's keep discussing these royal moments together.